In this video, we're going to take a look at an Amazon affiliate website, a real life example. You'll also be able to get about 1,000 keywords for this website. If you head over to nichesiteproject.com/YouTube keywords, you'll be able to get all these keywords for this site, plus several others. So in total, it's over 15,000 keywords. And again, they're actually profitable keywords that you can use on your own or just use them for research. So let's get to the video. Hey, it's Doug Cunnington here. I'm from Niche Site Project, and we're going to go through another example of an Amazon affiliate site, a profitable one. This one's called Kitchen Faucet Divas, and you can see it right here. So kind of the way these reviews are going to work, I'm just going to tear down these sites. I'm going to take a look at them. I'll tell you what I think. We'll go over some critical info, which I have displayed right here. So this site was founded in 2013, back in May. It only has like 1,300 keywords or so ranking in the top 100, which is kind of on the low side for the stuff that we're looking at. But I think it's pretty cool to take a look at, even some smaller sites. It gives you some contrast to see, you can have a site that doesn't have, a whole lot of content. Maybe it doesn't rank for a lot of keywords, and it's still worthwhile to have around. So we do look at the estimated monthly visitors. I always laugh like when we look at that, because the ranges that SEMrush gives and SimilarWeb provide, here we see it's like 1,200 versus 13,000, which is kind of bananas, right? So that's a huge range. Not really, someone is way off, right? So it's okay. It gives us some idea of how much traffic's coming, but it's kind of like a magnitude off. They do have 1,300 words ranking, so you can't imagine they are getting some traffic. So this is like the monthly estimate from SEMrush, and you can see that it's had some ups and downs, and around the end of 2014 had some issues. So my take is, it was probably had links from private blog networks or some kind of other gray hat link building, and it was either penalized, or a lot of those links were no longer recognized to help the site. So that said, it really doesn't have a very high authority or trust flow. There's 63 pages in Google, and it looks like people look at about 2 pages per visitor, and they spend a little over 1 minute and 20 seconds there. So, people, spend a little time there, and so let's go take a look at the site. So first of all, it really reminds me of like the old themes that were out there back in 2013, and this looks like a, honestly, it looks like a pretty crappy header image, and it looks like maybe somebody hired a Fiverr graphic designer and they paid like $5 for it. So it does look original, right? And the color scheme is kind of outrageous. I'm no designer, but it just doesn't look that great to me. It is catchy with the the faucet, the water coming out, and all that stuff. So it kind of looks interesting, but it looks like somebody made it on Fiverr. Moving on, the rest of the site actually looks quite clean. They're not using a weird font or anything. There's a nice navigation. The color scheme kind of works. These colors are a bit off, like to my eyes, but it turns out like visually it doesn't matter much as long as people get the information that they're looking for. Scrolling down, I will say I do like the way they have their homepage. So they have some information, but they kind of point you towards like their guides. It's kind of a jumping off point. So if you look here, you can see, you can check out like individual reviews. They have this sort of unique little tab mechanism here, so that's kind of cool. This actually looks a little bit custom. It doesn't look like all the other sites out there, which I appreciate. Again, it's just clean, right? So there's a reasonable amount of white space, and it generally looks good. They talk a little bit about why to buy a kitchen faucet, so that's all reasonable. they talk about the 3 brands. So this is great. So they're implementing a pretty good structure of a silo structure here. And my hope is if I click here, then I'll be placed on a page where they have like Kohler faucets, and like I'll be able to see each one of the reviews and then navigate from there. So I will check in a second. That's what I hope. Okay, again we see the nice like tabs here, so it's a cool way to like get more content on the page, and it's it's sort of consolidating certain information in certain places. So let's take a look at the Kohler page and see if they have the silo structure that I was so excited about. Cool. Yeah, this is actually a really cool looking like theme overall. And I see they sort of rank them here. They give us an opportunity to click and see the review that they have here. So this is actually another page on the site, which I could show you over here. So they go deep into it. They have a nice sort of ranking score. So, I mean, this is, like I said, this is a pretty cool theme, like overall. I don't know what it is, and I think maybe they've updated it recently because this site used to not have such a slick looking theme with reviews and so forth. It's nice. They allow you to get over to Amazon. They have a little short code in this button here. I would like to see that button in a different color. It just kind of, it's like grayscale. It kind of blends in. So that's good overall. They talk about the specifics. So I like this a lot. So they actually talk about the functionality, the style, durability. They provide you some comparable other kitchen faucets, so that's good. And they give you a conclusion. They can send you to more reviews right here. So this is actually on Amazon, and you know what? I like this blue button. It's in contrast to the orange theme generally, so that's good. I'd like to see that color scheme in this button right here. Additionally, I'd like to see some kind of way to get over to Amazon, like in this top section here. I would maybe like make the first paragraph like 1 to 2 sentences, and then have a call to action maybe with that blue button or orange button or something right here, and then a way to get over to Amazon through the affiliate link. The point is to have a way to get to Amazon sooner. They do provide you a couple ways to get over via the button, so that's cool. Additionally, I like to have text links, so you could have a call to action, anywhere in here. Maybe right under here would be a nice place to, see, see this, see the latest price on Amazon or something to go over to Amazon. Yeah, so like it'd be cool to have this button like all the way at the top. I don't know like why they bury it all the way at the bottom. Okay, so that's good overall, and it looks like I could tell you like they probably do all of the reviews like this, so that's a really nice way to do it. Quick note, they have the sidebar here, so I kind of ignored it on the homepage, but let's look at it now. So let's say I somehow navigate to this page. I get to it through like a Google search, right? So I end up here, and then I see, oh, there's other brands, there's a buyer's guide, recent reviews, a style guide, that's pretty cool, interesting, and then the latest DIY article. So let's just take a look at the style guide. See what they have. Cool, so they have this nice custom image. I like that. They just, they have, information about the topic, which is good. And then they have some, images. There's no like, I don't see anything yet. There's no like internal links, right? So this is a great opportunity. Let's say someone got to this page through Pinterest. So let's say they got here through Pinterest, and then they get here, and now there's like basically nothing to click on. I have there's nothing in the body here that I'm gonna look at, right? So there is stuff in the sidebar, which is cool, but let's say I'm looking on my phone. Okay, so most of the time, if you're looking on your phone, this sidebar is going to like fall into like fall underneath the content. So I won't even see that stuff. So the point is you have an opportunity on this informational post to like link to anything else you want to on your site. So they should probably do that. Next, let's go to let's say we read it, we go to the kitchen buyer's guide. So this is the complete buyer's guide. I would expect a complete buyer's guide to be, I don't know, longer. So this is kind of short overall. They do have, this tab stuff, so it's a little bit longer than it appears. But it doesn't really have as much information as I would have expected. They do kind of guide you, I guess, to read more about selecting the right mounting mechanism. It sends you to another post. Again, it's super helpful. And the only problem, with these informational posts is they don't have any internal links throughout the body of the text. That could be super helpful. So they've done a really good job on like the design and the theme. Each of the reviews looks pretty good. They do a nice job with, sort of dividing things into the brand. We'll look at Moen faucets real quick, and we'll find a specific one. It's cool they give us a way to go to Amazon here. Let's just look at the first one, the top choice. And the thing that I didn't notice before, and I want to point it out here, is if you're doing a silo structure, you should have a link going back to like the main silo page. So they haven't done it here, and they have not adopted the structure of a silo as far as like the parent and child relationship. So I would expect to see kitchenfaucetdivas.com/Moen/ model number here. So that's what I would expect to see. Additionally, I would expect to see this page linking back up to the /Moen page, and the /Moen page linking to this one. So the whole point with a silo is to have a very deliberate architecture of the site and a very deliberate interlinking structure. If you don't do that stuff, you've missed the point. You miss the point of it. So you kind of lose the organization, and then you don't have the interlinking, concept in place. Last thing we'll take a look at is the About Us. Okay, so this is pretty decent, right? So they talk about, it's a mother of two, it's a wife, a foodie. So the whole point is this person is adding credit, whether they are that person or not, they're adding credibility about like their knowledge of kitchen faucets and their opinions. And if you, say have a site on kitchen faucets, and you don't know anything about kitchen faucets, and you don't even like to cook or spend time in the kitchen, I'm not going to really trust your opinion that much. But if you're the mother of two and a wife of a loving husband and so on, well, then I would maybe trust your opinion a little bit more. Now, the thing you could do to make this like a little bit more believable is to like have a picture of a lady in the kitchen with her family or cooking or something like that. But there's like no image to add authenticity to this. So that'd be something to add in here to add more credibility. In fact, you could put like About Us. They have a pretty big sidebar here, so you could put like an About Us over here. Just short form and a picture of a person. So again, it adds credibility. And it adds credibility on like every page that there's a sidebar, and that would be a good thing. So overall, I would say, decent site. I think like I said, they missed the mark on like getting some of the links into certain areas, but generally they did a pretty good job on the reviews. And I like the original looking theme. It looks like a person created this versus like someone that just threw a WordPress theme up there and like tried to get something out there as soon as possible. So, okay, well that concludes this review. There's a bunch more, so be sure to check out the playlist with all these, Amazon affiliate examples. And don't forget, you can get like 1,000 of the keywords that this particular site ranks for. And all you have to do is follow the link that I'm going to tell you about in like 1 second. Thanks. Okay, so don't forget to go grab the keywords. Like I said, you can get about 15,000 total. You'll also get a bunch of other tips and tricks for running a niche site, productivity, project management, scaling your business, all sorts of stuff. So head over to nichesiteproject.com/YouTube keywords to get all your free goodies. Thanks.